Detroit started the process of bidding for the Olympic Games in 1938. They actually tried as an emergency to get the 1940 Games, which were cancelled. They actually formally bid for the 1944 Games, which were also cancelled. They put in a formal bid for the 1952, the 1956, the 1960, the 1964, the 1968, and the 1972 Games. So you've got 7 formal bids there and roughly 9 expressions of interest in general. Detroit came close on 2 occasions. The first was the 1956 Games, where Detroit had been told way back in 1938 that if they got in line, eventually their turn would come. And 1956 was their turn. And it was really, frankly, a scandal that they were not given the Games in 1956. The other time that they came very close was really the bid for the 1968 Games, which the bidding took place in 1963. And it had enormous backing from not just the city, but also the governor of the state of Michigan, George Romney, Mitt Romney's father, who was also committed to the idea of bringing the Games to Michigan. And they had the support of President John Kennedy, who actually recorded a video for the IOC asking them to bring the Games to Detroit. So that bid was very strong and really in many ways should have succeeded. So those are the 2 close calls. I think the failure of the bid in 1963 to host the 1968 Olympic Games represents one of the great what-ifs of Detroit's history. There would have been a huge amount of excitement. There would have been an awful lot of enthusiasm. The atmosphere in Detroit would have been very positive. So it seems to me extremely unlikely that the events of 67 would have panned out in the way that they had. And this is not to say that everything in Detroit would have been fine if they'd had the Olympic Games. But I do think it would have raised awareness about problems in the city and made people more interested in finding solutions rather than engaging in confrontation. The Olympic Games need to be reimagined. They really need to be brought down to scale and made more human. And one way to do that would be to honor a city like Detroit, which has shown a long-term commitment to the Olympic Games, and actually bring some of the joy that the Olympics can bring to a city that could certainly benefit from it.